Hello, in this video we're gonna learn about a consonant, and if you do remember, I said in Korean language we put a vowel and a consonant together and that becomes a character. So we're gonna learn one single consonant and try to combine them with all the vowels we learned last time in last video. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Let's see what we're learning today. Okay, so this consonant here, um, think of it as a circle. Strictly speaking, it's not. It's more like this, or sometimes people write it like this, depending on where it comes in a word. But so I'm just telling you so that you don't get confused when you open your textbooks and they start getting into all that complicated stuff. Doesn't matter, just think of it as a circle. You can just write a perfect circle and that would do the job. The thing about this consonant, usually consonants have their own pronunciations, just like vowels. You remember how vowels have their own pronunciations? Usually consonants do. But here's one exception. This circular looking consonant, it does not have any sound. That's what you have to know. It does not have any sound. So what happens when we combine it with a consonant? Let's see. See this first one that we learned in our last video, right? If you do remember, this one sounds like ah, and then we put the circle in there. What do we get? We get the same thing, right? Ah. The only difference is now this is a complete character instead of one single vowel, right? Now it's a complete character because it has a consonant. But this consonant does not have any sound, so we just leave it. Leave it the way the vowels sound. So it's like, so that would be ah, right? And then next up we have this one. This part here pronounces as oh, 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 and then we have the consonant which doesn't have any sound, so we have oh, right? And we had this one. We had this consonant last time, which sounded like oh, 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 and then we put the circle on it, and then we have this oh. And at this point, you might ask, because you kind of see them coming in different positions, and you might ask if there's any rules. To be honest, no. It's something that you don't have to systematically learn. Like, you don't have to get into it. You'll just get used to it as, in terms of like how to write characters. Like, you see how this one's coming at the top of it, and sometimes it might come to the bottom of it as well. But really, just remember how to write them, and we're fine. Okay, now we have this one, and this one sounds like ooh, right? Think of the word root, and then we have this ooh sound. So that would be, we put it on top of it. Now we have this one, sounds the same, ooh, ooh, ooh. And then we have this one, kind of hard to pronounce, ooh, ooh. Put the circle on, same thing, ooh, ooh. We have this one, the circle comes to the left, and then it sounds like e, same sound as the vowel, right? Then we have this one, oh, sorry, this one, right? And put the circle in to the left side of it, eh, and then we have this one, right? So remember I said textbook wise they say they sound different, but don't try to differentiate them. They sound the same. Both of them are pronounced as eh, eh, eh. Yeah, so that's kind of what we did here, and let's try to do a little bit more. Okay, say this, and well, the word doesn't necessarily have a meaning, but you can try to pronounce them out. So the first one is oh, and the second one will be eh, like we learned earlier. and that becomes o-e, o-e, o-e. This one and this one. You might want to pause the video and try to sound them out before I give you the answer. The first one sounds like oh, and the second one is eh, right? So this one will be oh, and this one's eh, oh eh, oh eh. Yeah, those are not actual words. They don't have pronunciations. We just haven't learned enough to come up with an actual word. But so that's kind of how it works. And that's what we're covering in this video. And I'll see you in the next one.